Very good afternoon. Start right now.
Okay.
So very good afternoon. This is Jnanam from Chennai. So I am taking a South 114 for a regional training. So today we are going to see the presentation skill and facilitation skill which we are implemented from our head office. So before going into that, can you tell why it is required? This particular presentation skill, facilitation skill, why it is required?
Because we want to improve ourselves,
Okay.
improve our knowledges.
Okay. On what parameter, on what way? See what
For next level, for
next
my
level.
next level.
Correct. So for this we had a one separate assessment sheet. So in that assessment sheet we are having 5 parameters. So in the parameters with the help of regional manager and program manager as well as HR, they will give some mark according to your that particular parameters. Okay. So this is the one supporting model which will help you to get into give more presentation in a better way. So that is the thing. So you go into that. So this is the thing. So presentation and facilitation skills. So before going to that, so this is the index. Okay. So in the presentation skill and facilitation skill, so we are going to see the what is the objective. So why we are going to give presentation or what is the objective of the particular presentation, that we will see. Next to that, definition. So for the what is facilitation skill or what is presentation, so the definition you can see. Next to that, 4 key elements for effective presentation. What are they? So one is planning, prepare, practice and present. Without planning you can't prepare the particular presentation. Next to that, without preparing you can't practice. So once the data is ready only you can get to practice and you can present. Fourth is conclusion. So before going to the next slide, I just want to ask one thing. According to you, what is the primary factor or main thing for giving presentation? While giving such day, for an example, tomorrow you are going to present in review meeting in Chennai example. So what are the things you will see while giving presentation or while preparing that particular presentation?
அதாவது என்ன ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் கொடுக்க போகிறோம், என்ன ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் வந்துட்டு யாருக்கு கொடுக்க போகிறோம், அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கில்ஸ் வந்து.
So you will see both. So for whom you are going to give and what you are going to give. That is it. So actually according to this, so primary is that the presentation mindset. So before giving presentation, we have to equip ourselves and we have to set the mind that we are going to give the presentation. So according only we can plan the presentations. So second thing is presenter and presentation. So you are most important while giving presentation. Presenter is the most important and the presentation also important. So both these two factors is very very important for giving presentation. Okay. So now tell why the presentation mindset is important.
அது இன்வால்மெண்ட்டோட நம்ம ஒர்க் பண்ணோம்னாக்கா தான் நம்ம வேற எதுவும் பண்ண முடியும். இல்லாட்டி அது மைண்ட் செட் இல்லைனாக்கா நம்ம அது கொடுக்கறது வேஸ்ட். நம்மளுக்கும் புரியாதுனாக்கா அவங்களுக்கும் புரியாது.
So why presenter is important?
அவங்களுக்கு நம்ம அவங்க வேணும், அவங்க இல்லாமல் நம்ம வந்து ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் கொடுக்குறது அது வேஸ்ட். அப்போ ப்ரெசென்டர் வேணும், அப்போ தான் நம்ம
நம்ம தான் ப்ரெசென்டர். ஸோ நம்ம தான் முக்கியம் ப்ரெசன்டேஷன். ஆடியன்ஸோட நம்ம தான் முக்கியம், ப்ளஸ் நம்மளோட ப்ரெசன்டேஷனும் முக்கியம். So next thing is before every presentation, what are the things you ask? So already you asked that where you going to give presentation and what. So these are the things here also they mentioned. Who I am presenting to. So target audience. Say for an example, I am going to present for a VM means. So I have to prepare the particular presentation according to VM knowledge. Suppose I am going to give the presentation for program log or sales park or client means I have to prepare the content accordingly. So we have to know the target audience. Next, why I am presenting. So what is the purpose? Say for an example, they will ask to come to Chennai or our client office for giving a review, or they need the campaign summary, example, campaign complete data. So for that you will prepare the data, campaign data. Suppose you are going to review means you will give the review data. So that is the thing. So you have to know the purpose. Next thing is what value will I add. So in that what they are telling is that, so we have to give the highlighted points. Say for an example, in the particular presentation on particular video is important means you can project that video in the presentation itself. So it will give value to the audience.
Okay.
Next, how will I add this value? So package and video. So I'll give a presentation in what way we'll going to present, either in PPT or in PDF or in video format or in Excel. So according to that, you have to prepare that particular presentation. Do you have any doubt in this?
No.
So every presentation is an opportunity. Why?
Because the audience will evaluate us. They would give opportunity for next positions, something else.
That is the thing. Second thing, in every presentation you can able to give more data, clear cut data with the evidence also. So every presentation to be very customized and contextualized. So what is customized? Say for an example, I am going to give presentation about ESSEC campaign. So suppose I am preparing one PPT PowerPoint presentation. In that I am preparing the material in the paragraph format.
Okay.
Is that fit?
No, it's not. If you are going,
Sorry.
if you are doing a point, it's valuable for persons.
Sorry.
Point are another easier.
Correct. So why? Because you will give the crispy points to the audience. So if you give paragraph points, it will not able to understand the audience. It will also get bored. Next is contextualized. So it will be asked to be given like a introduction to the particular campaign or overall summary for the particular campaign. So that has to be considered. Second thing is to substantiate to convince. So for everything we have to give evidence. Say for an example, for campaign coverage. So for campaign coverage, we will provide some evidence to the client. So if I give, say for an example, for ESSEC campaign, we will give the deployment photo. So before and after photo. So that has to be there. So which will audience also accept that. So the evidence has to be given. To recommend call for action. So if it is recommended, you can give the more clarity to the audience. To grow and succeed. So this, if the presentation is good, it will help you to grow and succeed to the next level. Do you have any doubt in this? So definition. So what is facilitation according to you? Facilitation. Facilitator. So here they are telling that facilitation is a process where a facilitator enables individual groups and organizations to work more effectively.
Facilitation.
Say for an example, if AOM is a facilitator to VMT.
Okay.
So you will make the data, simplify the data and give to VM team, and they will help the VM to achieve more than expected. So this is a facilitator. So next is 4 P's of effective communication. So which we already seen during introduction of this time. So first is planning. So before planning, what are the things you will consider for giving presentation? What are the things you will plan for giving presentation?
என்ன campaign நான் கொடுக்க போறேன், யாருக்கு கொடுக்க போறேன், எப்படி கொடுக்க போறேன், அந்த இது மட்டும் பிளான் பண்ணணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி பாயிண்ட்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம ரெடி பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
So these are the things where. So where எங்க போய் கொடுக்க போறோம், when. So when they are going to give, how we are going to give. Say for example, in a PDF or PPT or Excel sheet videos. What? So why the presentation required there? Who is the again audience for whom they are going to give? Why you are giving? So these 5 parameters has to be considered while planning. Next is prepare. So once you plan, you will prepare accordingly. Then what you will do is you will get practice to that. Finally, you will give present to the audience. So this is the 4 particular parameter, which if you go accordingly, your presentation will be more effective. Okay. So next it is all about audience. Say for example, your audience should be feel captivated. So do you know the meaning for captivated, or you can easily see the picture in the PPT. So by seeing the picture itself, you can understand the meaning of captivated.
அவங்கள இது அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும்.
அவங்கள அட்ராக்ட் ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்.
Attract.
Say for example, if you are going to watch a movie, so for 3 hours you will be captivated. So So director will be captivated. The story has to be good. So if not captivated means if you're not interested, we'll simply sit and listen the presentation. So every presentation has to be captivating. Focus on what your audience needs to know.
Okay, fine.
So we have to understand the audience. Accordingly, we have to give presentation. So not what you. If I tell what are the things I know means again audience will not understand. So audience is expecting something from me means I have to give the same kind of presentation to them. So that is the thing we have to tell you while planning. Next, if you are excited about what you say, so you have to tell in a confident way. Your audience will all be excited. If suppose I am telling something to the audience, I am not in a confident way, they also not get confident. Say for example, I am going to give campaign. So if I am not having confidence to finish it before 2 days or 3 days, they are also not having confidence. So prepare. So in content, your content should be very clear while giving presentation, and it has to be very simple,
Okay.
and it has to be in a progressive way. Say for example, in first slide and last slide has to be interlinked. So on the first slide has to continuation in second slide, and second slide has to continuation in third slide. It has to be in a progressive way, and it is clear, constant. Okay. So it has to be clear,
Okay.
simple,
Okay.
progressive, and the constant. So if I understand which are how I have to travel in a uniform speed. So like that your presentation has to be given. Next, what is the presentation design and how? So how will you decide in what kind of way you will present during presentation? How you will evaluate? Say for an example, I am going to give a review presentation. So what are the design you will choose for giving that?
Maybe campaign oda idelathiyum review எப்படி பண்ணனும் அது campaign end test.
So for review we have in the standard format. So we will select the standard format. So keep it simple, strive for minimum. So that a particular thing has to be very much simple, and the template and design should be font size and the color should be clear. Header and footer has to be standardized format. Font size no smaller than 18. Light background and dark fonts. Say for an example, if I choose a background as black and the letter as brown means there's no point. So light background and dark font. Ideal 10 words a slide and a maximum 50. So each slide has to be given as a 50 words. Next is avoid watermark and a translation. Next, avoid animation and use transition, and no clipart and no use relevant picture and infographics. So instead of using cliparts, you can use the relevant picture for an example. Aim for uniformity. So all slide has to be in a uniform way. Say for an example, in first slide the font will be 14, and second slide the font will be 18. So it is not to be like that. So all slide has to be in a uniform way. And what and how much challenge. So again the key data and the recommends action all has to be there in PPT. You have to check any items get missed out for preparing a particular thing. Interruption of data is missing, so no interruption has to be there. So all data has to be in a uniform way. Next is unable to answer questions around the presentation. So again audience asking some questions, we have to answer to them. So then according to that we have to prepare the presentation. So you have to have a good knowledge about the presentation. Again, practice. So according to you, factors for successful presentation is what? Factors for successful presentation. For giving a successful presentation, what are the things we have to do?
They want to practice.
First, practice.
And want to.
The data has to be correct. First. Second, you have to have the more knowledge about the particular data, and you have to practice, and then only you have to give presentation. So for the best example, practice in front of the mirror, so which will give the more confidence to you. And reverse. So as you said already, so you have to give reversal for every presentation.
Okay.
So if you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail. What is that? If you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail.
Prepared to fail means அது ரெடியாகவே இல்லை.
correct.
ஓகேங்களா?
So ready ஆகாத presentation கொடுத்தா
ஆமாம், அது சத்தியமாக அது வேஸ்ட்.
so that is the thing they are doing. So if you are to for success only you have to prepare. So if you fail to prepare, you automatically your presentation also get failure.
Yes.
So again delivery. So according to you, while giving presentation, what are the thing you will consider? Delivery.
போல்டாக பேசணும், அதே மாதிரி அவங்களுக்கு புரியுற மாதிரி பேசணும், தெளிவாக இருக்கணும், எல்லாமே தெளிவாக இருக்கணும். அது இது நம்ம எடுத்த பிபிடிஓ எதாக இருந்தாலும் வந்துட்டு அது தெளிவாக இருக்கணும். பிக்சர் பார்த்தாலும் அவங்க வந்துட்டு கிளியராக புரியுற மாதிரி.
So the other thing they are also telling, voice and volume, the physical appearance, facial expression, eye contact, and the general body movement. So how your voice and volume? So it has to be soft and effective, not in an arrogant voice,
Okay.
not in a low soft tone. Again, pronunciation and articulation. Simplify your voice. Don't talk flat. So you have to give high pitch and low pitch like that. So no vocal filler and use pause. So wherever required, you have to pause and you have to proceed the presentation.